Hey, this Son of the Road haunts, and so it's January, and we're somehow getting Lowe's leaks already, which is kinda insane. P.S. These images for Jade the Haunter slash Gemmy Collector and legendary Lucas the Haunter, so they're not mine. But yeah, let's dive into these because they're very interesting. Now there's this one, which is this ghost woman here. This isn't the best image of her, but whatever. She's 361, which is really steep. However, you'll see why in a little bit. And she is interesting. She's definitely, very creepy looking. I can see why a lot of people would like this one. I do think she's pretty cool. So let's see what she does. Now, here is the description. Now, I feel like this definitely in its early stages, because ghostly woman with startle effect. And I don't know, it just doesn't seem so good. But whatever, let's see. 65 inch. And what it apparently does is item suddenly reaches full height via pneumatics and then resets. Plug in adapter with volume control. On IR sensor, off, try me. So it does IR sensor activates suddenly. No space in there, so. And reaches full height via pneumatics. Pneumatics. Creepy sounds, whatever. So as you saw there, this thing is kinda Mr. Dark Breezkin, possibly. I wonder how high it's gonna go, if it's gonna start really low at like 2 feet or something, then go up to 5 or 6, or if it starts at 5 and goes up to 9, or even if it just jumps 1 foot. But still, pneumatics are pretty impressive. And it seems that these are SVI, and that Lowe's is no longer doing Gemmy, which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really have a problem with that. Because, the Gemmy stuff they had sucked. So, but pneumatics, that's definitely quite impressive. And I'm recording this right after I got back from school, and considering we were just talking about pneumatics, I'm very worried if Lowe's is spying on me somehow. But, this is definitely really cool, though. So, would I get this? Probably not, because it's a really steep price, and not quite my thing, but hey, it's pretty neat. Next, we have this guy, which there's definitely a higher chance of me getting, because he's cool as hell. He seems to be really tall, though. We'll get to that in a sec. But he does seem really, really awesome. He's 247, which isn't that bad. Overview. 96-inch cemetery angel welcomes you to eternal slumber. Light up eyes and candle with flapping wing animation, moving jaw. Huh? That's just a blank face. Plug-in adapter with volume control. So, as you can see, light up eyes and candle. And it says flapping wing animation, moving jaw. This guy is certainly quite interesting. I do find him really cool and really eerie. As you saw there, how does he have a moving jaw? I mean, maybe that lights up more, but I don't see anything. I also probably won't get this guy as well, because I don't think Canadian Lowe's are carrying that much anymore. I mean, they had the 12-foot mummy last year, and that was it. I definitely could see myself getting this guy, because this guy is really neat. And I think he just does this statue look so cool. The statue props are always pretty good. So, here's another one. And also, I do really like that blue lighting at the feet. That's gonna look really awesome. Next, we have this zombie dude, which I don't know how I feel about him. It's not that he's bad, and his looks fine. I definitely really like the chains. That's awesome. And the face seems to be pretty good too. But the hair and stuff. I believe he's SVI. Maybe Gemmy. I don't know. It's possible. But he seems very party gears-like, so not very great seeming quality. Maybe he is Gemmy, I don't know, but let's see what he does. 72-inch chain zombie lunges out to you. IR sensor activates, arms lifting / lowering, zombie lunges forward, moving mouth, light up eyes, and 5 18-second sounds. So IR sensor activates, arms lifting and lowering, and the zombie lunges forward, moving mouth. I do want to see what this guy does, like how it actually looks. Maybe it's like the lunging werewolf type animation. I hope he doesn't speak. I hope it's just zombie sounds. But this guy is certainly, fairly interesting. I think he's $208. I think that's what this price is for, or maybe it's for something else, I don't know. I do think this guy is fairly neat. I also do really like the weathering on his clothes. That's a really neat touch. Though underneath is just black, which is even if it were to cost more, if they went as far as doing like what Bog Zombie did, for example, and having bones through there, that could be pretty cool, but it doesn't have that, so But I could see this being a very classic Halloween prop. Alright, this one is the Cauldron Witches, which I don't really like. I mean, their color scheme is fairly neat, but this one's face looks awful. And also, Cauldron Witches are not very original. Name one original Cauldron Witch out there, and I'll give you $1,000. I can already think of one right now, but these specific types of ones, and they seem to be gemmy possibly, so it's like, Life-size 68-inch pair of witches. Functions: moving jaws, turning torso, wand witch. Light up eyes, light up cauldron and sound. Now, moving jaws, turning torso. Yeah, they're I don't know. They're definitely very, generic. Because, we are not short on Cauldron Witches. So, Now, this one is this Lucky Bottoms looking ass guy. That's a comment I saw. But he's probably better. And he is interesting looking. He looks a little cheap, and the clothing could have been a little more detailed, but I don't think that's going to be the standout feature for this guy. Life-sized clown characters found laying on the floor. IR sensor triggers pneumatic mechanism that lifts the torso of the character up to scare and startle viewers. And so, this is a very Poison Props type animation, so that's definitely really interesting. And I've heard that he's $360, which is a lot. I don't know how tall he'll be. Something like 6 feet would be awesome for that price. But something tells me he's pretty short, like Lucky Bottom's height, which for $360 is, not very good. He is pretty creepy though, and he's probably going to be a very effective jump scare. He'd definitely be pretty expensive, if that is indeed the price. But I think he is definitely very interesting. The face is cool. Again, if I had the option to get these, would I get him? Probably not, but I could see myself getting him. Next, we have this tree, which is... I don't know. Maybe it's just because it's in the void, just a white void. I'm sure in like a forest or something with the right ambience, it could look pretty cool. It's definitely a very fantasy-looking thing, but, it has a sign saying danger, haunted forest, turn back. I think they're just a little too bright, and they definitely light up. I think that's what's throwing me off. And maybe the colors could maybe been different, but I don't know. There's also the bird and lantern up there. That's pretty neat. 84-inch gnarled blow mold tree trunk featuring a horrific bat accent. Functions: flapping bat wings, light up eyes, light up lantern, and tree face. So, I do think this guy is... he's kind of interesting. He's definitely not my favorite prop they have. Could I see myself getting him? Probably not, since these are not really the things I go for. But I can definitely see some people really liking him. Although, I will say, I love the look of that crow. Those wings look super good. Now, this might be a hot take here, but I actually kind of like these guys. And they might weirdly be near the top of this lineup, in my opinion, that we've seen so far. I know! Hot take! These band members are clearly the cutesy Halloween. Like, they're definitely not scary, bloody, but I don't know, man. There's something about these guys that something about them just does it for me. I think it's just like Halloween looks, and I must say they're wearing these clown costumes almost, but the way they look and work is actually very neat. The face sculpts are actually pretty cool. I love the little instruments they have. The accordion especially is really neat. I love to see that moving. And I don't know, something about these guys I just really like. Like it's some kind of pumpkin patch, they'd look amazing. 36-inch musician duo plays a song together. Sensor activates, turning shoulders, light up eye caps, light up face cutouts, moving jaw, 18-second sounds with music. Now, it says sensor activates, turning shoulders and moving jaw, and the eye caps and face cutouts light up. I do wish maybe their arms holding the instruments would move. I think that would have been a very nail in the coffin, really awesome touch. I don't think they do, but only time will tell. But as I've said, I weirdly could see myself getting these guys. And then finally, we have this Halloween Manor archway. Doesn't really seem to be an animatronic. And honestly, if this is a very themed set piece, like if you're doing a laboratory theme, this would not fit whatsoever. Or maybe, I don't know, depends if you're doing like a castle-like laboratory. But, I mean, it's just a display piece. It's alright. And, I probably wouldn't get it. But that was the video. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me about what you think of these, and I'll see you in the next one. Farewell.